Problem with Forrest a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You ever think of putting a code of ethics for Twitter in?
Here's the thing. We do every year. We bring guys in and we have the UFC summit and go through everything with them. I don't know if you've ever seen me on Twitter. Maybe somebody should teach me a code of ethics. But I think that we're heading into a different world here. It's a different time. It's a different day and age where you connect with the fans. And people say dumb shit sometimes, Fans come on and say dumb stuff. If you say some dumb shit, expect to get some dumb shit back. It is what it is. I'm not one of these guys who runs the company and is going to have everybody hide from Twitter and you're dealing with fighters. And if you think you're going to come on and start saying stupid things to people and blasting them, and the Forrest Griffin thing was taken out of context. The Forrest Griffin thing, what he said made absolute sense. Twitter isn't the place to say it. You only have so many characters to explain yourself in what he was saying, It wasn't, demeaning rape and saying, anything positive or whatever about rape. He was saying, as he turned on the TV that morning, there was a story about Penn State. He literally changed to another news. There was another story. And then the third channel he went to, there was another story about rape. I mean, it's everywhere. It's all over television. It's like rape is the new missionary. It's all over the place. So, believe me, when I saw his tweet and I called him, I said, I can't wait for the fucking explanation on this one. I mean, I don't know what he's going to say that's going to make me think that this was the right thing to tweet. And it wasn't. You don't tweet stuff like that where you can't explain yourself immediately. But it is what it is.
Oh, sorry. Did you ask him to make the donation or visit with that rape crisis center?
I'll tell you something about Forrest Griffin, and I'm a guy who's been in this situation before. When you say something like that publicly, and all these groups start coming after you, right? They all start coming after you, and they all want to get the PR off, getting you to apologize for what you said. Forrest Griffin, there's this charity in Las Vegas called Foursquare. Mm-hmm. And basically, in Las Vegas, I guess in every major city, but Las Vegas, there's something like 580,000 kids that don't eat every day. Like when they go to school, the only meal they eat that day is school food. So when Friday comes, they don't eat again till Monday at lunch at school. I mean, that's crazy. You don't even think that things like this exist until you learn about them. So we're sitting down with this charity, Foursquare, and they're giving us all the information and everything. And they said, you guys know a guy named Forrest Griffin? Yeah, we know Forrest Griffin. Said, well, I guess he used to come in there and he would put on a hat and everything and go in the back and start cooking and stuffing boxes and making food, and he would work there all day. Then when he left, he would write a check. And he would do it every day. And they told us that about Forrest. We didn't even know that. And Forrest does all kinds of good things, So Forrest was so upset that this thing happened. He was all over it on his own and tried to make it better. Forrest Griffin is a good guy. And 90% of the guys who fight for us are good guys. I'm not going to say every guy that fights for us is a great guy, because believe me, we got some real idiots that fight for us too. It is what it is. But
can you name some names on that?
Easily. And that's the type of person Forrest Griffin is. So believe me, when I see guys, and I know the difference, when something bad goes down and I got a guy that I think probably needs to be reprimanded for what he did, then we do it. And when there's a case that I see where a guy is getting hung out to dry because he was misunderstood in what he said, I will defend him to the end.
Speaking of guys saying quote unquote dumb things, you got Chael. He's been accused of saying dumb things in the past, but it's obviously natural at the promotion and the marketing of this thing. Have you ever worked with anybody even remotely close to him?
Not even.
In the past?
Not even anywhere near. Not even. I mean, seriously, and this, believe me, I'm sure everybody's going to go crazy over this one, but I'm just telling you, I've never seen anybody who can talk like this guy can since Muhammad Ali. Seriously. Since Muhammad Ali. The stuff that just comes right off the top of his head and is hilarious. It's just, and you don't know what's real and what's not real.
What about, compare that to Michael Bisping, because Chael gets a lot of love.
Well, Bisping's just a dick. Bisping doesn't try to do it. Bisping is who he is. And, there's certain guys that just have this thing about them that you're just not going to like. Michael Bisping is one of them, and so is Josh Koscheck. You know, these guys could go out and try to make everything better and say nice things, and you're still going to not like them.
On Friday at the weigh-ins, obviously you would walk off stage, and I'm sure you